Hi everyone, this is Rachel here from Rachel Embella Crafts. Welcome to the video today. I was just sat here, I just started to fill my latest boho journal, and I thought, Rach, daft, put the camera on and everybody can see how you're doing it. So just a reminder, we're just working on this one here. It is a design team project for Line Dot Arrow, and we're using the Bohemian Dreams kit. Which can be found on Line Dot Arrow's Etsy page if you wanted to go and check that out. So what I've tried to do with this journal, I wanted to make sure that there were plenty of pages to write in, but I wanted to make sure that we had a good representation of the kit also in the journal. So what I've done is I've obviously placed a piece of each page out of the kit in here, but I've also then tried to use as much as I can when it comes to making my pockets and my tucks and things like that. So I'll show you a few of those bits and pieces as I go along, but yeah, so I'm just gonna start making my way through now, and I've made quite a few bits and pieces today to go in, so I just want to see where I am at and how much stuff I've got and what else I need. So there we go. So I hope everybody's well. Hope you've been having a good weekend. We've had some nice sunshine here, which has made a nice change today. And well, it actually got quite warm this afternoon. So I think they are telling us that we are in for a nice, it's half term here now, so it's the children's break from school. So obviously they're not in school, but we normally have like not very nice weather when it's a bank holiday here in Wales, but they have forecast it quite nice for this weekend, so, and for the following week, which will be lovely, because up to now our spring has been, well, should we say poor to say the least, but yeah. So okay, you're just gonna have to bear with me as I'm working through this, because I don't really have a plan. There's some bits that are in here that I haven't yet completed. It's funny sometimes, because I was saying to Mum the other day, when I'm making journals that I'm doing, whilst I'm doing perhaps some tutorials, sometimes you'll do your tutorial and then you'll think, oh, flip, I've, for instance, bound my signatures in and I haven't yet, you know, stitched my pages, or as for instance here, I've got envelopes here that I haven't yet collaged, so I will come back and do those a bit later on. But what I did do earlier today was I went through and I have now stitched the edge with a lovely navy kind of coloured thread on some of the pages, just those that I felt it added to. I didn't want to do every one because I'm really trying to not to make this too bulky. I know I probably won't succeed in that because I always overstuff my journals. I always start out with the best of intentions, but yeah, I was just trying out some of the new stitches on the sewing machine, and yeah, so I just thought, right, let's start making I don't know about you, but I find sometimes I get so caught up in making, you know, your pockets, your tucks and your ephemeras, and then I get a bit nervous then of actually putting it in. So I'm like, right, just get it in there, just get it done. So I'm just going to work my way through, see what's on each page, and if I need to make more stuff, then I will. But I'm really going to try very, very hard not to overstuff this journal. So first of all, what I've just done here at the beginning, because I don't know if you remember me saying in the last video that I wasn't going to cut my pages on this. Now, normally all my pages are cut uniform, top, bottom and side. I've chosen not to do that with this one because I knew I was going to be adding lots of lace, and I just felt that sometimes I'm cutting away paper that is unnecessary, and you know, you may want that extra centimetre or so, and when we're going to be adding lots of trims, it just seems a bit silly really to be wasting the paper. So I'm going to see how that goes, but this is a little snippet pocket that I made this morning, and I've literally just taken a bit of music paper, rough cut that. I've then taken 3 bits of card and I've just roughly cut those, and I've used those, you know, funny shaped scissors. And then I've just gone over them with a really lovely teal coloured thread, and I've added a little bit of one of these trims. So I took a little bit off the edge of that and I've popped that across the top. And then to finish, I've used, and I've realised I was going to show you what it is today, but I've left the jar at Mum's because she very kindly decanted some of this into here for me, so I will have to check on what it's called because I can't remember. But it's basically gold. It's not real gold. I don't think it's real gold anyway. I don't think I'd be smearing it on my books, but it's to give you the gilded edge look. And you literally just put a tiny tab on your finger, like you would, I suppose, with lip balm, and then you just run your finger around the edge of whatever you're going to use it on then. So I'm going to use a bit of that later on to go on the end of some of my pockets. But I'm kind of looking at trims and things at the moment, so I'm just thinking if I just slowly look through, and then I can see then where some bits and pieces want to go. So see, I may add something there because I quite like to have something hanging out on that. So let's have a little look and see what we've got here then. Okay, so I've got all these trim. Well, my desk is a mess. It's an unbelievable mess. We talk about how you can't, you know, make an omelette without breaking eggs, and how you can't make a journal without wrecking the desk. Well, my goodness, I don't know about you, if you've made boho journals, it's like nothing else. It's just everything comes out. I've got a chair by the side of me with all my laces out on. I've got 2 chairs the other side of me with boxes of stuff for boho threads and trims. It's ridiculous, it really is. But there we are. I'm sure it'll all get used in one shape or form. Now I quite like that on there. Now, Mum picked this up the other day and she gave me my little goodie bag. See? Can't have a visit to Mum's without coming home with a goodie bag. So she bought these lovely butterfly die cuts, I suppose they are. So they were in there, so she sent those home. Aren't they lovely? So I'm sure we'll find something to use those on. And she then found this lovely thread. That's not thread, it's trim that has got like a rainbow. I don't know if you can see that on there. It's like a rainbow coloured finish to it. So that was quite lovely. What else did we have in here? Oh, did somebody say boho? Look at these. They're nice, aren't they? They go nicely with my thread. And then we've got loads and loads then of this lovely colour. But they are not... Oh, that's interesting. Right, I'd noticed that through the packaging, that they're not sticky ones. No, I was going to say, crikey, that I haven't got to peel the back of that. No, they just do glue on. Oh, I've not seen them like that before. Ooh, they make my eyes go funny. Right, so we got those, and then we've got some metal corners there, because I couldn't decide on the type of corners to put on the front, so I'm going to put those just to one side for a moment. And then we've got some lovely, oh, look at these little flowers. Aren't they gorgeous? So they'll be nice to do some finishing with. And we got some pink flowers, and we've got some more ivory bows, and then we got some of this lovely, lovely daisy style trim. So that's very cute too. But she also sent me some of this, and I'm just wondering if I might pop that on the end. No, I'm not going to put that on the end, and I tell you for why, because I've got that colour there already. Oh my goodness, girls, I can see already I'm going to be umming and ahhing over this all night. It is quite late here actually, everybody else is in bed. That's why I'm whispering a bit. But I can't go to bed another night and leave this not done, because it's playing on my mind now. I need to get it finished. I've got lots and lots of projects going on. Oh, now that's nice, because we've got that colour there going into that colour there, then going into a bit of a pink, and then, oh, I think that might work. And if we just attach it to the edge, and when you open the page, you've still got the flip. Now I did one of these before, and I think I stuck it on the flip actually, but I'm not sure if I want to put that there. Oh, I'm going to dither all night now, I can see it. Do I want that there? I know, you're all going to be sat there at home now shouting yes or no, because I just had the same conversation watching Carol Law's video, and she couldn't decide what colour to put on the pocket, and she picked up this beautiful blue caper, and I was like, yes, use that one. I quite like that there. I don't like it on the other side. Right, I'm doing it. I'm sticking it down. I can't keep dithering. I need to get something in this journal. Or it's never going to get finished. And then I'm going to have Natalie then saying, Rachel, you've no short design team project. No, she wouldn't say that. She's lovely. She's great. She's working on a few more kits at the moment. I think she's really, really busy with them. She's absolutely ploughing them out, but I can't wait to see what she comes out with next. The anniversary kit that she did recently to celebrate her 1 year anniversary of her Etsy store. Oh my goodness, it's absolutely beautiful. So I know a few of the girls have used that as their design team project for this month. So I'm looking forward to catching up on all their videos now. Seeing what they did with that. There we go, that's it, that's fine, I'm happy with that. Okay, so we got pocket. I think I'm going to put a little snippet on this one here. So I knocked a load of these up this afternoon. These are my my little boho snippets. But word of warning, and I feel like I should have one of those horns blaring now in the background. I snapped the needle on my sewing machine last night and it flicked off and smacked me in the lip. And I caught it, I believe, on one of the embellishments because I was trying to make these snippets. And yeah, snapped it clean off. So be careful, guys. So I did these ones today and I've just stitched around or underneath, and then I've glued my my embellishments on, because you've got to be careful with the what they called, you know, the sequins and the mirror embellishments, because the sewing machine needle does not like them. Let me tell you now, it frightened me to death. I wonder what the noise was. Well, I wonder what it smacked me in the mouth first. And I was like, oh my goodness, what was that? And there's a loud noise, and then something flicked across the floor, and I thought, what? And I looked down and my needle was half gone. I was like, oh my gosh, what have I done? But thankfully I have plenty spare in my box. So 10 minutes later and we were back at it. But yeah, so just be careful. There we go, quite like that. It's nice to be working with boho again. I just love, you miss the colours, and once you get used to working one, I think it's the freedom of what you're going to do with it, you know. Right, I think I'm going to put a big pock on this page because this is an old book, but it's really sturdy paper. So excuse me stretching a moment. Just want to grab my pockets. So what have we got here? So there's one that I did earlier there. Of course, we've got our CD cases. I might keep those for a bit later. Then we've got a flappy thing. Another pocket there. Oh, I tell you what would look good here. We made these, didn't we, the other day? I wonder if that might fit onto there quite nicely. I think it will. There we go. Oh, now I'm going to have a dithery moment. Can I put that purple trim there with that pink there? My mother will be saying, no, don't do it. And if any of you are like me, when your mothers tell you not to do something, you do it anyway. But no, I won't give her a nervous twitch now. We'll go with the blue, I think, because I haven't done one in pink. Have I got one in pink? Let me think. I got that one there. Actually, perhaps that one would be better. Oh, am I going to have to do that? No, I'm not getting in that. No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it doesn't match. That's not the point, really, is it, with the boho? It's meant to be freedom of expression. I think that's how I'm going to call it. Right, I'm going in, girls. Glue's going on. Let's get this pocket in. Oh, and you know what I meant to do before I glued that then? I wanted to use some of this and edge it. Right, this is going to get messy now, I can see it. Gosh, I hope there's nothing untoward now on this page, because I haven't read it all. I wouldn't have thought so. 1885, I should hope it's nothing naughty on there. or aggressive. Right, okay, that's it. Little dab on the end now. It feels like, you know, the kid's silly putty. I don't know if it's meant to feel like that, but that's what it does feel like. So put a bit on your finger and then wipe most of it back off, and then you're literally going to just rub it over the edge. And it'll just give you that lovely, lovely, take that out a second, gilded edge look. I don't know if you can see that there, but less is definitely more with this stuff. There we go, can you see that on there? And then do the same with this pocket here, because then it'll give me a little bit of definition. I'm trying to remember that I've got glue on the top of there. Oh, see, this is what happens when you crack late at night. It definitely gets messy. It was alright in the winter, and we've had such a long winter, but oh, I had to get out and do some gardening today, cut the lawn again today. I popped up to Mum and Dad's. Dad's been super busy, he doesn't stop, bless him. Cutting the hedges he was when we got there, hanging up the hose pipe, because of course they've just moved, so everything's got to be redone. All the things that you take for granted that are just in place in your home. Oh, I couldn't do it. I'd take my hat off to them. I really couldn't bear the thought of having to move house at the minute. All the kids' junk everywhere in our attic is full. I was like, oh no. Okay, there we go. There, that's better. Just give it a bit of a finish. It sets it all off a little bit, doesn't it? I don't know if you can see the difference that that's making there. But it's basically just doing what you do with your dauber brush on your distress ink, but we're doing it with gold instead. See? Very nice indeed. So of course we've been watching Line of Duty, I think I've mentioned before. So we sat down after a 2-night break, and I'm knowing that I'm like nearly at the end. So we've watched all 6 series in like 3 weeks. And I knew, when did we last watch it? It must have been Wednesday night that we were nearly at the end. And then Thursday, sat down, I was all ready, tea all done. Like, right, come on, put it on. No, football was on. Couldn't watch Line of Duty that night then. And then last night then I was like, oh right, okay, must be tonight now, we'll sit and finish watching this now. No, rugby was on, so I sat on my laptop and worked on my next DigiKit. And then tonight I got in, and after cutting the grass I was like, right, come on, we got to watch tonight. I'm sure we've only got 2 more episodes, we can do this tonight. So finally put it back on. It took me a good 10 minutes to remember what had happened on Tuesday, because that's what it's like in it when you're watching something, and especially if the series don't all join up, as in the characters are the same, you tend to lose the plot a bit then, don't you? So I was like, right, give me a couple of minutes now to get my head back into this. And so we watched the 1 episode, and I was like, oh, come on, we've got time now, let's watch the last episode. Thinking, right, we're finally going to find out who done it, you know, typical crime drama. Sat and watched the next episode, and then I'm looking at my watch thinking, well, there's like only 10 minutes to go here, and they're still like interviewing this witness, and this can't be the end, surely. This, you know, there's so many unanswered questions, there's so many things we still don't know. And then it finished, and there's another episode. That was it then, telly went off. Come on, time for bed. I was like, oh my goodness. So I was like, all right, yeah, you go on up. I said, I'll be up in a minute. I'm just gonna finish cutting this piece of paper a second. Hour and a half later. But no, my brain's buzzing now. I just want to know who it was, because it's all about the police department, isn't it, that deal with corruption in the police force. It's absolutely fascinating, but gripping. There we are. Can you see that gold gilt there a bit better now with the light? So that gives it a bit of a nice, I think it sets it off quite nicely, doesn't it? There we go. Goldfinger. Shirley Bassey singing about me now. There we go. Okay, very nice. That's that bit done. Okay, we'll come back to that a bit later, and we'll come back to that a bit later because I want to do a bit of collage on there, but I'm not in the collage mood at the moment tonight. Now, I'll tell you what I do have. I've got some lovely stencils and I found some gold paint, and I'm going to do that tomorrow in the daylight because I'm going to make a mess, but one of these pages I'm going to do a little bit of stenciling on. So I shall come back to that. So let's have a look now. We've got the pocket. It's still feeling fairly flat, that's good. And where's the centre? Here. Okay, so what can we put on here then? What have we got here? Let's have a little look. So we got this pocket here that I made. I did a few demos on this. There's a tutorial on it. But I've added stitching here, and then I put this lovely boho trim on there, and I've left that there loose because I want to put a charm on there after. Try and resist the urge to snip off all my ends. So I'm like, okay, slow down a bit, Rachel. Right, oh, this is another nice pocket we've got here. So I've made two of these. So easy to do, and they are just simply sari fabric, and I just doubled over some music paper. I've put my glue stick on, and I've just smoothed that over the top, and then after it's dried, then I've just gone around and stitched the edge. But they're nice slim pockets. They're not taking up any you know, adding any bulk to the journal. So I might pop one of those in there, or we've got these lovely butterflies. These are in the kit, and these lovely butterfly shapes. So I've just added a little bit of stitch and detail around this one, and I'm going to put a bit of the gold edging around that as well. And this one, if you watched my video the other day on the embossing glitter, I've added that to that one there. So there's that. And then there's this pocket here I haven't quite finished. So this is one of my, we also did a demonstration on this the other day. I'm going to use this as a writing space, and then I've got a pocket in there, and then I'm going to add a little pocket on the front as well. So I've just stitched it at the moment and added a little bit of sari frill. And then we've got this one. Oh, now that looks like it would fit there quite nicely, doesn't it? And that's not going to get in anybody's way. Yeah, I think I might put that there. So again, this is the tri-fold pocket, but I didn't fold the corners down on this one because I had done it with double-sided papers, and I've used the embossing glitter on this as well, and then I've just stitched up and around then and down these edges here, which I did obviously before I folded it together. I thought I'd stitch the top shut then, but I haven't. Right, okay, I think we'll put that there then, and then we can pop some ephemera in there. Now, shall I put it this side? It does sit better there actually. Yeah, I think I will. Okay, decision made. I love this paper, and I've put this through the embossing, the Big Shot as well, look, so it's really nice and textured. But oh yes, beautiful kit. I can't decide whether or not to leave a spot behind. I think I'm going to just glue top and bottom of this in case I want to slide something in and out. My nose is itching now. That's all that glitter. When you were using that embossing glitter the other day, my goodness, it is still all over the house now. It was all over my face the other night, sat on the sofa. Look at that, I suddenly turned and looked at me. He was like, what have you got all over your cheek? I was like, I don't know, what is it? He said, I don't know, your face is all shiny. It's like glistening in the light of the TV. It's great. You turn into gold. If only, eh? But yeah, my golly, it truly does get everywhere. There we go. That looks rather nice there. Now, of course, what you could have done with that, why do I always think of these things after I stick them in? It fascinates me. We could have added a bit of fabric to the edge of that and add it as a flip, which is always a great thing to do if you've got a shorter page. But I don't really want to add fabric to flips in this journal specifically, just because I'm trying not to put loads of bulk to it. So if we can have a flat pocket, all the better really. So we've got a little journaling spot under there at the flip, and we've got our vintage Welsh hymn page, and the music side, and then this page. I love this page. This is my beat dyeing paper. That's lovely, that is. Okay, so let's put another cluster, that's the word I'm looking for, not a snippet. Let's put another cluster in here, I think now, because we had one at the front there, didn't we? And then we got that there. So perhaps, maybe, just maybe, I might add a cluster to this. Let's see how light they are. Oh, actually that one's not too bad. Should we put that up by there? And then if I don't glue the whole thing, then we can always tuck something under there then. Okie dokie. So thank you to all of you who have been over and supported our vintage sale over the weekend. We still have some stuff there available. But yeah, we had a good weekend there, and had lots of lovely comments, and had some great messages from you guys, so that's always good. And I've had one or two get in touch as well about the doing a guest design team project for us. So again, if you've missed that video, I think I mentioned it in the one on Bella's birthday. We are looking for people who might like to take part in a guest design team project using one of our kits in the month of June. Yeah, just drop me an email. I have put the email address now in the description box of the video, because I did forget. Not like me, you know. But no, it is there now. So if you do want to have a go at that and get involved and come on board and work with us on a project, that would be great. So I'd love to hear from you. But yeah, so if you wanted any more details, go back and have a quick listen. It's like the last quarter of that video, I think, the other day. But yeah, I just gave a couple of details on there about what we were going to be doing. And then I'm hoping very much that this kit will be ready to go out now on Monday. We've got a new kit coming out Monday. Although it is causing me a little bit of a headache. You know when you're just working on something and it's just something about it, it's just not getting it quite right. You're not quite happy with what it is. I'm at that point at the moment. It's just something that just needs tweaking. So I'm really, really hoping now that it'll be ready Monday, because I've said it's going to be at Monday. So I just hope now that I don't fall behind schedule. I love this lace, but it's not right. It's wrong. It's wrong. It's not what I'm looking for. Right, I'm going to be dithering a minute. I do apologise. I'm always dithering when it comes to lace. I want to put something on the end. Oh, that's pretty. Look at that on there. But I don't think that's right either. That's way too big. Do we use a trim? No. I definitely want something lacy. Oh, actually, I could put a tab on there, couldn't I? That would do it. Yes. Right. Okay. My goodness, it's a good job that I'm talking to you guys, because anybody walking in here now, me sitting here talking to myself, would think I was off my head. As if. Oh, that's pretty. I like that. Oh, we're definitely going to use that one. Right, we'll come back to that later. And I do have this, of course, which I would really like to get some in, get a bit of it in here. Now this is the scarf bit from the scarf that I used to do this. So this was the lace on the edge and this was the scarf material. And I've shredded what was left of it earlier on today, and I've just done a run-up at it. I'm going to sneeze a minute, excuse me. Bless me, sorry. Okay. That side, or that side. That way, I think. Right, I'm doing it. I'm going to glue it in. I like that there. Glue, glue everywhere. Okay, let's go. The glue is going down. Am I the only one that gets nervous putting stuff in the journal? That's what I want to know. Once I've sewn my signatures in, I love my journal at that point, because if I'm really pleased with the cover and I'm really pleased with the signatures, and then once it's sewn in, it feels like a book then, doesn't it? And then I go away and do all the other bits then, and then it's like, I get like a bit like Gollum with the ring, you know? It's like, oh, my precious book, I don't want to make a mess of this now, or I think you're just terrified of making a mistake. Well, that's how I get with it anyway. And sometimes I can go like a week and I won't stick anything in there just because I'm afraid of getting it wrong, which is ridiculous, because what do I say all the time? There's no right or wrong, it's just the design of that individual book. But yeah, I get really like, it's like a big thing for me sometimes having to put the journal in. No, not put the journal in, put the stuff in the journal, that's what I'm trying to say. And so yeah, there is quite a delay sometimes. There we go. So I have to just force myself then to commit to it. There we are. I like that, and I like that bit at the bottom left thingy. The only thing is, this is all this like really fine cotton coming off it. I'll have to do something about that. There, cut that out of the way. Here we go. Okay, so now we've got a frill there, we've got a trim, and now we've got our first frill. Now it starts to get bulky, see? Okay, that's fine. I'm not going to think about it. It has to be filled, Rachel. It's not being silly. Okay, so that's a lovely bit of handmade paper there. So a vintage ephemera, 1928 pie. I'm definitely not sticking anything on that page. I'm shocked I put it in here actually. I'm obviously getting better. But I'm going to put something on there later on. So I've left that one there as well. And I think we'll go for a pocket on here because I want to try and leave these pages for writing on. Okie dokie. Let's have a look. What else have we got here? I need to glue that closed there. So what colour we got there? I need to just remember. Oh yeah, this one's more blues. I thought it was right. The first one was more pinks and purples. Look at that page, isn't that gorgeous? The first one was more pinks and purples. This page here is not from the Bohemian Dreams kit though. This page here that I put on the back is from, it's the kit that I used with the Natural Findings one. And I can never remember the name of this one. I'll put the link in for you below though, because it's lovely, and it is a lovely, some lovely pages in there that are great for putting on the back of a busier page like this, you know. But yeah, I thought that was quite lovely. Right, so I've got this pocket here, or this pocket here, and I'm going to stick with the pink, I think. I wonder if that'll fit on there. Oh, and it does. It fits quite nicely. There we are. So with this, again, we did these pockets recently as well. This is a simple, my goodness, it's a three full. I think I did it on the 3 fast pockets video. And I've stamped that there with embossing glitter. That's come out really nice. And I've just added this bit of trim at the bottom, and then a few stitched edges here and there, and she's good to go. Okay, so let's stick this down. And then we'll see where we are then. quite a few of us on YouTube at the moment working on boho journals, which is quite interesting. And I love it because I know when I made my first boho journal and I did not have a clue where to start, and well, of course, where did I go? Straight away I went to YouTube and, you know, typed it in, and there were, you know, a fair few videos on there then, but not like there are now. I think recently there's been quite a lot of people have, you know, have had a go, basically. I think a lot of us that didn't, weren't quite sure. Oh, I'm sorry, that was just the most humongous yawn I did then, I do apologise. Some of us that weren't quite sure, we were afraid to try it for a while. But when you've got designers making great kits like this, it makes it really easy to move outside your comfort zone, doesn't it? And I felt quite excited about it too. And now that I've got my box of boho stuff, my trims and stuff, it's I love getting it out now. I couldn't work with it all the time because it's not I can't say it's not really my style, because I don't really suppose I have a style, but I don't know, maybe I do, but I just don't really, I don't know, but I can't say that it's that. I just think that I tend to lean perhaps more to a different way of designing, really. But I like this. I like working with boho. I like the freedom of working with boho, and that you can just do whatever, and anything goes, really. Yeah, within reason, obviously. It's got to look nice, but yeah, it's very very free, and I do like that. Right, I might try and use this trim here now as a tuck spot. And I like this because you can still see through. So if I have that there, what then will that hold at? That's what I want to know. Or am I better off doing it that way? And glue in there. What's going to be the most sturdy? That probably. Because that's quite weighty there. Whereas that's a bit flimsy at the front, isn't it? Oh, I don't mind. No, I'm going to do it that way actually. I prefer it that way. Okay. Glue. Go. Lovely job. Yeah, so as I was saying, there's quite a few of us doing boho at the moment on YouTube. I know Natalie, I mentioned the other day that she also was working with this kit. She's just finished her journal, and her flip through is on is up now, so be sure to check that out, because the cover that she has made for her journal is absolutely outstanding. It's beautiful. And I'm not sure if she said, I may have got this wrong, but I'm not sure if she said if it was her first one as well. But she has done such a beautiful job. It really is lovely. And she's left lots of space again for writing as well. You know, she hasn't over embellished it, but it is just really, really lovely. So yeah, if you can get the chance, pop over to Line.Arrow and check that out. And I know Carol Laws is doing one. Hers is beautiful as well. She's got the most beautiful cover on hers. It's really bright and vibrant. And she's working with a very colourful kit as well. I'm trying to think who else I've seen. I think Gail's done one recently as well, isn't she? Or she is doing one at the moment. Because I'm flicking back and forth between old and new videos of different things at the minute, I get a bit disorientated then, right? What was now and this week, and what was something that I've watched that was done ages ago. But yeah, it's really nice to see so many different people now working with boho. Because like I say, when I first did one, I did not have a clue what I was meant to be doing. And there's a Facebook group on Facebook, Boho Daydreams, I think it's called, Sheila's group, and it's fantastic. And there's just so many wonderful ideas in there, some really talented ladies, and they share their projects and everything, and that's all really, really inspiring. So it's good to just have these places to go in and just check out other people's ideas that they've shared, isn't it? And be inspired, because we can't be expected to have, you know, all these great ideas all the time. It's got to be come from somewhere, hasn't it? And even if you get that little grain of an idea planted in your head, and then you take it away and then you go and do something different with it, and then the next person, then they see it and then they do the same, and then it just continues to develop then, doesn't it? And it's fascinating because I did a bit of a project trail, should we call it. The other day I saw something on YouTube and I thought, oh gosh, that's a fantastic idea. And the creator was brilliant, and she straight away said, you know, this is not my idea. I've taken it from you know, so and so. Go and check out their page, and I've also got the idea from here, and I've put the two together. So I went back and I thought, right, I'm going to go and look at the original videos, you know, and kind of see what inspired her, and you know, see what I can take from that then, and perhaps try and do something a little different. And then I went and looked at the other two videos, and then the one lady there had said that she'd seen the idea from somebody else, and so then I went and looked at the other video, and then I think I went back like 4 videos, and by the time I went back to 4 different artists, the original idea was quite different from the final one. So of course everyone had, you know, quite rightly credited each other with what had inspired them, but in actual fact the idea had continued to germinate so much that, you know, after, it's like Chinese whispers, after the 4th time it was something completely different. But it was great because, you know, it had all come from this original idea, from people being inspired. So that's the great thing about it, and it's this crafting community that we're in, and we can just share these ideas that we have, and then say, yeah, go run with it, see what you want to do with it now. That's why I just love it when you guys make stuff after watching my videos, and then tag me in it, so I can see what you're doing, and it's just great to see other people's take on an idea. Because there's nothing new. I always say this, my dad always says that, there's nothing new under the sun, he says, nothing new. Everything is just you know, moderation of, or an adaptation of a previous idea. Nothing new, he says. but he's right, you know, it's something's always been done before in some way, shape or other, but it's just so interesting to see somebody else's their view on it, you know. Right, I don't remember us making these CD cases, so I'm going to just pop that one in there, I think. Gosh, I love that page. And I'm going to use that paper clip there for now, but I will come back and pop an embellishment on there later. So it's just to know that that goes there. Let me just go back and check. Yep. Okay. Oh, look, she's starting to... Nice and flat. Not so flat. Nice and flat. Definitely not so flat. Okay, do that bit tomorrow. Okay, what should we put on here to cover that over? Well, we've got that pocket there. Oh my goodness, my desk is a mess now. Let me think. Oh, I could put... No, it's the wrong colour. Oh, I know. Wait a second. What have we got in here? Because we've got these lovely little pockets. I wonder if we could do like a staggered pocket on here. It's gonna need to go with the pink though, isn't it? No, I want something colourful on this page. Oh, I know. I got it. I know I'm gonna put on here. Right, wait a second. Okay, let me have a rummage. What have I got in my thing? Okay, sorry about that. I switched off the camera because I was starting to dither and I couldn't find what I was looking for to go onto the top of this fabric flip. But I have now found what I want, so we are good to go. I was looking for a bit of coloured trim that I thought I had, but I couldn't find one, so I guess I didn't have any. But this will do rather nicely, I think. Oh. It's stuck on my sticky fingers. Okay, let's put that over there. There we go. And then we got ourselves a nice fabric flip, which I always forget to put in. No, the reason I'm up so late tonight is because my oldest is has driven to West Wales for the day with his girlfriend. They've gone down to a family birthday party down there on the beach, and are driving back home this evening. So my words when he leaves are always, make sure you text me, let me know you've arrived safe. Make sure you text me, let me know you're driving home. Because it's about a good 2.5 hour drive, I would say. And kids being kids, they never remember to text, so I hope they do tonight, otherwise I'll never sleep. It's not them I worry about, it's just the driving. So you just think you always sleep better when you know that they're in and they're tucked up asleep. I don't think it matters how old they get. I always remember my grandmother used to say to us when we were, well, she didn't say to me, she would say to my parents. I always remember as a child, my grandparents lived about, I don't know, 10 miles away. We'd drive home for Sunday evening or whatever after tea. And she'd say, oh, now make sure you let me know you're in safe now, dear. 3 rings. And I was thinking about this afternoon. And she was so sneaky because we'd get in and, you know, my mum would usually, she'd always remember, she's very good. She'd say, right, somebody ring grandma now. Don't forget now, make sure you let it ring 3 times. And that was like the code, you know. Her phone would have to ring 3 times and she'd know then it was us and that we were home. And I can always remember saying, oh, please don't make me do it, because if I do it, she will always answer the phone and you couldn't get off the phone for her then. Isn't it awful? Oh my gosh, my days, the things that we used to moan about when we were kids. I'd give my eye teeth now to have a conversation on the phone with my grandmother. Well, there we are. But yeah, no, so that would, and she was a scream, because she'd say, oh, I won't answer the phone, I promise I won't answer the phone. And she would as well. She'd get to 2.5, you'd think, right, wait for the third one to ring, and then she'd pick up the phone. Hello, she'd say. Or I think, I can't remember if she used to do it. Yeah, she did. She used to answer the phone and say the phone number, which I think was 854590. I don't know, that's just come in my head out of nowhere, I don't know why. I'll have to check with my dad, because he probably he remembers all the numbers under the sun. But she used to answer the phone with a phone number, and I can remember saying to her once, Grandma, you really shouldn't do that, you know. And she'd say, well, why, dear? And I said, well, because you'd be giving people your phone number. And she'd say, well, if they've rung me, love, they obviously have got my number. So I can remember the one saying to her, no, I said, Grandma, the thing is, I said, you know, sometimes you get people and they ring and they run you by accident or something, and if you're saying your number, they've got your number then. And I think she believed me, because she stopped doing it then, but I don't know why she was listening to me. I was like 10, but I must have been very convincing. Because she was actually quite right, wasn't she? If they were ringing her, they obviously already had her number. But it used to worry me. I used to say, no, you shouldn't do that, Grandma. Don't give your number out to people. Just say hello when you answer the phone. believe anything the grandchildren tell them, don't they? I see my mum and dad are the same now with the kids, and they'll come in and, my gosh, my boys would jump over my head. Do you know what? I think I've put that on there back to front. I think I have. Ah, oh, Rachel, you silly Billy. Oh, well, never mind. I suppose when they flip it, it still looks pretty, but that's just annoying. Look, it was a nice pattern on the back of there. Duh. That was rather daft. Okay. Right, I'm going to leave that there for now, because that's the first signature almost done there now. And I'm going to go back now and have a little look through and just check. And then I might put a bit of lace on the end to finish that off. But I'm quite pleased with that. It's looking good. Oh my goodness, there's a loud car out there. But yeah, so, and then we'll pick this up again then in the next video. So thanks for joining me. I hope you've found something interesting from watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care now. Bye.